Good morning, good morning, good morning, chat. How you guys doing today?
Good morning, everybody. Hi, Jen, Nancy, Allie. And I thought I saw, hey, Frankie. Yeah, that's who I saw earlier. I had popped in probably about 30 minutes ago and I said hello to a few people. And I know Nanny's in here.
All right, all
Yeah,
right. Good morning, chat. As you guys can see, we got Miss D spills the tea on with us again. Figured today's just a blah day. It's looks like it's wanting to rain outside. I'm just in a mood, boys and girls. Let me tell you. So Dee was gracious enough to pop on with us today, and we're just gonna have some fun like we did yesterday.
absolutely. Hi, David, Stumblebee. Hi, Roy. There's
Good,
Nanny.
good morning, Frank. Roy's in the house. Yes, yes, yes. Who is this? David DePrice. How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Uh, man, we got a lot of new people in here today, or a lot of people coming back. Papa Jim, there he is. Oh man,
There's Pickled Tink and DR. Good morning.
Allie, good morning. How you doing, girl? Whoa, lots of new faces and old faces coming back. It's just absolutely awesome. Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
I'll let you say good morning if you want to. Just jump on
Okay.
it.
All
Oh,
right.
Mr. Coop isn't nasty. What does it say? It is nasty rainy here today in Indiana. Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's not raining here yet, but it is overcast and it's just this is one of them days that I just wish I could have just slept in, but nah.
Yeah, gotta get up and get ready to start your day.
Rickles, good morning. Oh,
Hey.
I listened to his new video he put out yesterday. So we might play that today.
Okay. Hey, Bug's Place. Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Tor Hill. Let's see, get caught up. Hi.
Sarasota, what's happening?
Oh, wow. Yeah, and there's Sue. There's Sue A. Scott and Rickles, of course. Sharon. Good morning. Brenda.
There's D or DR.
Yeah,
Daisy,
DR.
how you doing?
Yeah. So, wow, everybody's in.
Yeah, they're rolling in. They're rolling in.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, chickens out in the front yard pecking. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Shanemesis is in.
Oh, is she here? Oh, I
Yes.
didn't even see her. I didn't even see her. Let me get over and get that. Oh, the nemesis. You know it's going to be a good day when the nemesis shows up and brightens up the chat. Yeah.
Right? Good. I
Good
hope
morning,
everybody
sir.
had a good day yesterday.
Oh yeah, I had an absolute blast yesterday. I also have an educational video on bankruptcy types that runs 9 minutes if you want it. I know
Ooh.
you folks. Oh, shoosh, crazy. Wow. Here comes Susie rolling in hot. Good morning for the power bill to run the 3D printer. Hi, D spills the tea, Susie says.
Good
Thank you,
morning,
Susie.
Susie.
Thank you, Susie, for the $10 super chat. Much appreciated, my lovely lady. And then we
Thank
got
you, my
Carol
friend.
right in behind her. Good morning, Coop and D.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Carol. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, girly girl.
Good morning, Carol.
Wow, you
Thank you,
guys
my friend.
right out of the gate this morning. My
Right?
goodness. Oh, so it's a lovely day. Jeanette, good night. Or Janet. Janet. Yeah. Janet, good morning. Good morning. Guess I should say good morning instead of just lurking. Well, good morning. You can lurk. You can lurk. I do it all the time. When I'm working on stuff outside, I've always got either Tug, Megan, or Shizzy or Jay. Somebody's in my ear.
Right? Good morning, Gary.
Oh, UK me. How you doing? How you doing? Lurking. Well, you lurk away. You lurk away. Have fun with that. Mama Coop's in the house. There's my sweetie, everyone. She come to say hi. She come to say hi. But yeah, D, I figured we would go over a few documents today. I was really interested in Randy's document that he filed, 169, where he's telling the judge that Lisa's document should be dismissed.
Mhm.
He's got good grounds for it to be dismissed. But like I said, I never read her motion that she filed. I saw that it was a bunch of transcripts.
Yes, a lot of
Jeremy's,
transcripts.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why would you? That doesn't make sense. Why she would file something like that? I mean, I think her motion's like 60 some odd pages long. Let me go look real quick. Yeah, 64 pages long.
Yeah.
Her motion is, and then Randy come back with just 6 to
Hmm.
dispute hers, and I'm
Um,
like, oh, okay. But it to me, I don't even understand why she filed it.
hmm. Well, you have to think that she thinks she's trying to get behind the 8 ball on this, and I don't think it's gonna work, you know?
Well, the judge already filed a recommendation to dismiss the case. So is she trying to just reinforce that dismissal? Uh, is that what you're meaning? But trying to get
Yes.
behind the 8 ball?
Yeah, she's trying to, like, reinforce it. Yes, she's trying to get behind the 8 ball on this, and I don't think it's gonna work.
Personally, I mean, I kind of understand that, but then again, I would have waited to find out what was going to happen, and if it hadn't have been dismissed, maybe then would have filed something like that. I mean, I wouldn't have filed anything like it to begin with, but in the spirit of what she was trying to do, I think I would have waited. And if it didn't get dismissed, then filed something like what she's trying to do, I guess.
Yeah. You know, when you're filing a motion and you're trying to present your side, y you should only include small snippets of what you're trying to get at. It's like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You gotta save some for later. But
Right. Right.
it's so she went ahead and put that whole transcript in there, and, it wasn't even, verified if it was actual truth, you know what I'm yeah, what is I'm trying to say? It wasn't it wasn't how do I
Authenticated.
that's the word, authenticated.
Right. How many times has she literally on her show said that transcripts don't always come out perfect?
Yeah,
That the AI or whatever it is throws in different words that were said and blah blah blah.
right,
And yet she's throwing this out there as proof when she herself has said that transcripts aren't reliable.
mhm,
It's like, so what is it? Are they reliable or aren't they reliable? I mean, they're reliable enough for you to file a motion on, but yet they're not reliable enough when Tug reads them or when anybody else reads them. They're not reliable. They're all lies.
right, it just doesn't make sense, and if she wanted to get her point across, she coulda just picked a few things, but by the same token, it still wasn't the proper way to address it. She should have just stepped back from it, and as you stated, she should have just waited until the decision came down to see how she would proceed with it.
Right.
So,
I think one of the craziest things I've ever heard her say was here recently. She had made mention that transcripts can be edited. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, they can. I download the audio when I want transcripts. I'll download the audio, I'll run it through my transcribe machine, and I have several ways I can save that file. I can either save it in text form, which means I can edit it if I want to, or I just save it in PDF, which I don't have anything to edit a PDF on my computer. But I always download it in text file because as I'm reading along, I'm highlighting different things that I want to cover on that transcript. Well, then when I save it, I'll save it as a PDF because then I can pull it up in my browser.
right,
But I don't edit anything as far as changing words or adding words. And what makes her statement so ridiculous of people editing transcripts is the fact that the whole purpose behind a transcript is written proof of what was said on a video or audio file.
right,
So if you edit a transcript and then somebody goes to the video, it just makes you look like a liar.
Mhm.
So why would anybody edit a transcript when they can easily go back and watch the original, soundtrack or video? So her saying that was just ridiculous, ridiculous.
It was, and to me, the way I looked at it, in my opinion, was she basically incriminated herself further, if that
In
makes sense.
in this transcript?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
she
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I think we touched base on this a little bit yesterday. We might not have. I can't remember.
just a little, not a lot.
But oh yeah, she she literally showed the courts in Jeremy's own words what he's going through with these chuckleheads. So I agree with you. It basically just threw herself under the bus is what she did.
Yeah, and it's the I mean, it's too late to pull it back now. I mean, the only thing she can do is cross her fingers, I guess, I don't know, but I don't see it being accepted. I believe that the judge is gonna look at it and Hinkle, that is, because doesn't that go to Hinkle to, rule on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do believe. I do believe.
yeah,
We talked about it yesterday. Okay, there's nothing has come down yet saying absolutely that Bolitho has been removed. Nothing. So, I'm only taking what Jeremy said, you know, as far as, Bolitho being removed. Uh, until we see it on the court document, we can't say yay or nay. We can't
right,
say 100% that he's been removed.
right,
Uh, but judging from what we have seen on the docket, it looks like he has been. Now, I'm not saying he has. It just looks like because I mean this stuff is going to Hinkle instead of Bolitho.
right,
So who knows? I really don't know what's going on with the removal part of it yet. But
right.
Hinkle seems to drag his feet longer than Bolitho did.
Yeah, well, he's got to, read everything now. Now he has to go back and I guess do cleanup on aisle 9.
Oh, Sharon's got a good point. Have you ever heard putting the horse before the cart? Yeah. Uh, now, guys, I'm not going to say this is going to get dismissed, and I'm not going to say it isn't. I really don't know. But I'm going to tell you straight up my honest opinion. If it does not get dismissed, you talk about some egg on some people's face.
Yep. It's gonna be
it,
quite embarrassing for them.
uh-huh. That big old show where they were sitting there just jumping up and down and hooing and hollering with fireworks and all of that garbage. Uh they're well, I don't know. It seems like it doesn't matter how much she's proven to be wrong. Her people over there just eat up everything that she says. Hey, good morning, Jeremy. What you got to say? Bolitho has been removed from making a decision on the filing. Does that mean he's permanently removed? We don't know yet, but this could be a sign. Right, Jeremy. That's where I was trying to go with it. But
I
thank you
agree.
so much.
I
Oh,
agree. I agree.
Ben's he's in here right now. Remember, guys and gals, Friday, Jeremy has court in Ohio. So we need to keep an eye out for that. Uh, I imagine he's going to let us know what's going on. That, but thank you so much, Jeremy, for clearing that up for us, buddy. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yes. So it's gonna be quite interesting because, Hinkle's probably looking at everything that hasn't been ruled on, and he's thinking, "Why has none of this been ruled on? You could have ruled on this motion, you could have ruled on this one, this one, this one. Why didn't you?" So it's like now he's gonna have to go back and clean up Bolitho's mess.
Right, right. I mean, like I said the other day when we read Randy's motion to dismiss to dismiss uh Bolitho's motion. It was so well written. It
Mhm.
was just I mean, I'm not a lawyer, and to be able to read that and understand every word that was in that motion was just it was to me, it was very refreshing.
It
Did you
was.
read it? Did you
I
ever get a
did.
chance to read it?
I did, and it was to the point, and it pointed out everything that went wrong, that only, you know, a right judge should pay attention to. And it blew my mind. I'm like, "Look, there's so much in here that just shows Belito's biasness." And
Right.
it he just basically got himself removed, in my opinion, just from that, from reading everything that transpired when Randy was standing there having to write the $4,000 sanction check while Bruce walks.
Right. Right. Jeremy, appreciate your prayers while we're in court. Right
Yeah,
on, brother. Right on. You are in our thoughts and prayers, all of us.
absolutely.
I mentioned this the other day. I'm not suing anybody. So at the end of the day, I'm not the one that's either going to be hurt or helped by any of this. But that doesn't mean I do not want to see justice for Jeremy and George. Those two have been through pure hell for the
Yes.
past couple of years from these people.
Yes.
And it's one of those deals where Bolitho, I know he's a judge and he only sees what's put in front of him. He doesn't see what all of us see. The turmoil and everything that has been going on with Jeremy and George. The judge doesn't see all of this. So he's not emotionally invested at all. He's only going off of what's in written form. My biggest concern is the fact that he's not reading this stuff, because if he was actually reading it, he would see what Jeremy and George are going through. He would
Yes.
see the messing with his business, the messing with his YouTube channel, the messing with his relationship. He would see all of this if he would just read it.
Well, he figures that, he doesn't have time. It's like he doesn't want to be bothered. Well, I'm sorry, that's his job. He has to dig into this and he has to read both sides. He can't just take one over the other. But it
Right.
seems that he has done that.
Well, we skimmed on this just a little bit yesterday. He has the power. He could have nipped every bit of this in the butt in the very beginning.
Hmm.
He does have tools at his disposal. Making threats don't bother these people. Okay, nothing bothers these people. You have to literally do something to them as far as sanctions or fees or something to get them in line, because it's obvious. Look at all of the frivolous motions that have been filed by these people.
Too
And Randy
many,
has had to come back and answer every one of them.
right? He has to answer them. That's his job as an attorney. He just can't let them file these motions and then not say nothing. It's his attorney to it's his job as an attorney to respond to these.
Right. And
So,
I don't see how Bolitho could take the stance he did against Randy during the April 3rd hearing that they had. Okay. The only reason Randy was there is because of the shit that Bubbles did. Randy filed 2 motions to answer several motions that Bubbles filed. They were there for Bubbles to be sanctioned. They were there for him to get the tongue lashing. But because he decided not to show up, Randy got the brunt of Bolitho's anger.
you see, and that was uncalled for, that was unnecessary, because it was Bruce who angered him, it wasn't Randy,
Yeah,
because
he basically brought Randy in just to, I guess, tit for tat type of deal, where he
yeah,
wasn't showing partiality. And then Randy, because he was an honest, upfront lawyer and actually showed up when the judge told him to, he's the one that's sanctioned. Yeah, that's crazy. What you got to say, Susie? Oh, Griff for Tammy J's birthday. Heard it was her birthday. Oh, we grifted for Tammy J's birthday. All right. Hell, grift is on. Anybody that wants to donate for Tammy J's birthday, go for it.
oh, wow.
I haven't been involved on the birthday grifts, but hey, if you guys in the chat are wanting to grift for her birthday, jump right on it. I don't mind one bit. Thank you, Susie, for the $10 super chat, girly girl. Much appreciated. But yeah, you know, me as a layperson watching this stuff unfold, it's pretty amazing. We touched base on this about how intricate. I can't pronounce the word.
Intricate.
Yeah, intricate. This whole case is. I mean, it's got so many wheels turning in so many different fires. You got Ohio, you got Fed 1, Fed 2. They're still fighting with the bankruptcy. Jeremy's still dealing with the thumbnail case, and then you got the Grangers still dealing with their case. And what? There's another one. Oh yeah, and now Jeremy's dealing with the Lips case too.
Well, not only
See, I,
that one, don't forget there's also a one, Dan Owen.
yeah, Dan Owens,
Yeah.
and there's also another one. I forget about this one all the time. There's also the one against BBB and Lynette
Mhm. Yep,
in
that
Levy
one too.
County. So my good, I forgot about them. I forgot about the Dan Owens. I forgot about the Levy County one. Holy cow!
Mhm. Yeah. Greg of Scotland sent you something.
I'm headed there right now. Let's see. Oh, he sent me something over in Discord. All right.
Yeah.
We got Susie come running in. Says, Happy birthday, Tammy. Happy birthday, Tammy. And then you got DR right behind her. Happy birthday, Tammy. Oh, yes. We'll send her. You guys just do whatever you want to do in the chat, and I
Right?
will make sure she gets absolutely none of it. I guarantee it.
Right on.
100%. She's not getting one damn dime. So you say Greg sent me something? I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's probably over on Discord. I'll go check it out.
Right,
Let's go
Sharon?
see.
You're absolutely right. After Randy paid the sanctions, then Bolitho offered to pay for an attorney for LMNOP out of bar funds. I know that's ridiculous. That is so crazy. It just
Oh,
doesn't
I
make
saw
sense.
that. I saw that, Greg. I like it. I like it a lot. It's pretty cool. Uh, yeah, he's got the one with Belethio with the what is that where they had the little red circle with the slash through it for no peeing or no whatever they want you to do.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got that. Thank you, Greg. Thank you so much.
Well, Greg,
Thank
yes,
you, D Swiss T.
I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I hope all of you are doing well as well.
Right on, right on. But yeah, it's some crazy stuff. I mean, I Jeremy and George have to be some very strong people. Just one of these cases would be enough to stress me out.
Can you
But he
imagine
got
how many is that? Let's count. How many cases does he have, that he's having to deal with everything, and still running his businesses and still
exactly.
trying to keep up,
Well,
you know,
thank God that he's got lawyers to do most of the heavy lifting on this. You know what I'm saying? I
right?
mean, could you imagine if he was trying to do this pro se? Oh shit. Let's see,
There'd be
you've
no
got
way. There'd be no
Ohio
way.
court. We got Fed 1, Fed 2. We got Dan Owens. We got Bubbles and Lynette. We got the bankruptcy. We've got the thumbnail case.
Mhm.
And these are just the ones that he's dealing with. I'm not
Right.
the Granger case and the trespass 5, he's not part of those. He is and he isn't.
Right.
A lot of the reason why he's suing Bubbles and Lynette is because of Bubbles interfering, by emailing the judge. So let's
Right.
see, that's seven
Mhm.
seven courts that he's in. Did I miss any?
Did you say Ohio?
Yeah, I started out with Ohio, then Dan Owens, then Lynette and Bubbles, Fed 1, Fed 2, thumbnail case, and flips.
Okay. That's 8?
Leslie.
That's 8?
7, I
7,
think.
okay. That's a lot. Everybody's
Yeah,
gotta look at it that way. That's a lot to have to be dealing with, plus run your business, plus maintain, not going, and just being overwhelmed, and then you got to rise above it, and you have to joke about things, and you have to look at it from a different angle, because if me, I would be, oh my gosh, I would be so upset. I would constantly be in a loop of what's going to happen next, what's going to happen next, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But his demeanor and George's demeanor is so calm And
That's
so
why.
even keeled, they're dealing with it really well.
But
So
look at it
I gotta
like
give him
this:
that.
you got Miltoast Whopper Boy out here, right? He's in one lawsuit. Okay, Lisa is in one lawsuit. Bone Sucker is only in one lawsuit. Okay. And these people are all claiming emotional distress and they can't sleep and all of this garbage. Could you imagine suing in 8 or 7 different courts? Well, 6 different courts, or being involved in 7 different court cases? How stressful that would be.
Oh, yeah, that's my point. It blows my mind, and it just amazes me how well that they are keeping everything on track with their businesses and doing everything, and it's like they're not missing a beat, going out to the storage units, doing the whatnot, his businesses, other businesses that he has in Ohio. So, it amazes me. I gotta
Yeah,
give him a lot of
kudos
props
to
for that.
them. I
Yeah, a
mean,
lot of props.
I know Jeremy, most of these cases, Jeremy is the one that took the cases out against these people, but that still doesn't mean that it's not stressful for them,
Right.
because the only reason we got to remember at the bottom line is Jeremy did all of this to get them to leave him alone. They
Mm,
hurt his business. That's why he is suing these people in court, is because they hurt his business and they hurt his relationship. They hurt his YouTube channel. And it's not like he's doing this just to get even. He's doing this because they hurt his business.
absolutely.
They try and make it out to sound like Jeremy's just some hate driven individual. That's not the case. He was done wrong. Do I
Mhm.
want to see justice for Jeremy? You damn right I do. I wouldn't
Yes.
want to see anyone go through this kind of garbage.
Mm-mm, not at all. So
That's why when it comes to Bletho, I don't understand. We never even got, or not we, Jeremy never even got to discovery.
no, he didn't, and that needs to be done. It needs to happen. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. Discovery has to be laid out. They have to be able to proceed, and if they don't allow that to happen, well, there's gonna be other avenues that Jeremy and George can take to read to bring them up individually, but it's gonna cost more money because each time you file in a court, it costs money. Each
Right.
time your attorney has to draw up the complaint, it costs money. None of these other people have had to foot one single penny.
Oh,
Nothing.
Jack, what you got to say? Coop, only me, aka David Richard Rickards, tried to threaten Tug with a PI and a lawsuit last night. Yeah, I was watching some of that. I came in late, so I was on rewind, and I finally got up to it. And man, I loved it. Tug says, "Here, hold my beer, Megan." He goes outside to give the private investigator a shot. Okay, here you go. Take your pictures there, bud. Uh, we know David's only me. He's just trying to stir the pot.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants to threaten Tug. I feel sorry for him because Tug made the point last night to let him know, Tennessee is one of the strongest states when it comes to anti slap. So what I still don't understand only me's direction in this. Tug was literally trying to help the man,
Yes.
and he's sitting there trying to help him, and then you got only me now talking about I'm going to sue you for what? Where's all of your energy of suing somebody for the one that ripped you off for $54,000?
Don't know. Don't know, and he I'm wondering, I'm just wondering this is what I think. Is he doing a lot of this just to gain attention and to cause problems, or does he have something else going on?
I
You
think
know?
he's doing it for attention. I
Yeah.
think he's at the age to where he sold off his company, he retired, he doesn't have anything to do except play on the interwebs. All
Mhm.
right. And let's see, there's this. there are a lot of people out there that have to have that attention, and especially with creators. All right. Here we are. You and I are on stage here. We're talking, we're interacting with the chat. Well, some people have to have that pat on the head. Okay.
Mhm.
They have to be recognized by the person that they're listening to. And I believe that's what he's trying to do. He talks all of this garbage, for that pat on the head, because the more outrageous and outlandish things he can say, eventually somebody's going to give him the attention that he strives for.
Oh my goodness, you just got a bunch of memberships just dropped.
Oh, I'm behind on stuff here. Oh, we got Bradley here. Oh, thank you so much, Jack, for the $5 super chat, my brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did I even read that? Yeah, I read it. And then we got Bradley, which is the word. Happy birthday, Tammy Jane. All the best. Just saying, gang, gang. Thank you so much, Bradley. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And let's see. Yeah, I'm behind here. Oh, shoot. My goodness. How Susie come rolling in with 20 gifted memberships. Holy cow. Who got that? Amy got it, or aim for the put. Oh my goodness. I ain't even gonna say that. Karen got one. Lisa Greer got one. Yeah. We got a lot of them. 20. He turned the whole chat green.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you so much, Susie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me get caught up because I'm missing stuff you're having to tell me. Oh, Jack, what you got to say, brother?
Thank you, my friend.
And welcome to all the new kooks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Jack's got to say, Coop, David Rickards is still working as an investment broker. Oh, is he? Is he still working? I don't know. I don't know anything about the man. I did a 10-second search on Google and found his nappy wearing bum. Oh, okay, okay. Here, oh my goodness. Susie come in again with another $10 or 10 memberships. Holy cow. She's turning
Wow.
my whole chat green. Thank you so much, Susie. I love it when they do memberships, D. Yeah, it helps the channel, but it also gives back to the people
Yes.
that are subscribed to the channel. And I like that a lot when I see people do that. I need to start doing some members onlys. I
Yes.
really do. I kind of get, between doing the stream in the morning and working out of the shop and then researching stuff, I always want to do the members only. I just keep forgetting about them. But thank you so much, Susie, and welcome to all the new kooks. Welcome to the jungle. Wow. Oh, and then we got Patrick come rolling in. Uh-oh, Coop, can I get my pat on the head, please, please, please? Patrick, you guys get kudos to everybody in the chat. You guys come in here and you show us love every morning, and it is absolutely amazing. So yes, pat on the head for Patrick. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, my brother.
Thank you,
All
my
right.
friend.
So let me get caught up again. Now I'm caught up. Oh my God, here comes 5 more from Jack Miles. Jack gifted 5 memberships. Wicked Wrench got one. Alley. I can't even pronounce that one. Nicole got one. Oh wow. Something funny. That's
Cubic.
hilarious.
Cubic? Sam Edwards? Yeah.
Yeah, good. Welcome to the Kooks, guys. Welcome. Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I guess we're just gonna spend the rest of the show grifting for memberships and Tammy J, huh? So let's try and get back to what we were talking about. Thank you so much to everyone that has sent super chats and memberships, and everyone that received them. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. All right. My goodness, you guys are making me speechless this morning. Oh my goodness. What do you got to say, Jan? I'm in the UK. There are at least 20 David Rickards listed as CEOs in the UK. Wow.
That
Wow.
must be a popular name.
Well, I really don't have anything against Only Me. Okay, he's never really done anything to me. Yeah, he comes to my chat and he stirs the chat up, but I got good enough mods and the people in the chat, how to they know how to deal with him.
Right?
So I really don't pay him a whole lot of attention. But
Yeah.
I do know that he gets a little gnarly sometimes. And back to the Tug thing, I'm still baffled. Tug was trying to literally help the man.
Yeah, and it was like he didn't wanna hear it, you know? One minute he talks out of both sides of his mouth, Rickards does. One minute he trusts, the next minute he doesn't, and then he does, and then he doesn't. So, he's, to me, he's not important, but he needs to be thinking about that money he gave.
Well, one of the things that baffles me, and I know Tug has asked him about this, is the plain simple fact of it is he wanted the money to just go to Lynette and Crook.
Right?
Okay. He ended up saying it right on a chat, saying, "Hey, look, John, go get your money."
Yes, he did.
Well, legally, Tug asked him, "Why don't you fill out an affidavit, have it notarized, and send it to Lynette? And you can wash your hands of all of it. That way, it gives her proof that she can take to law enforcement." Right? If he doesn't want to get tangled up in the court part of it, why doesn't he send Lynette and Crook just a piece of paper saying, "Look, I donated this amount of money. It belongs to these two people, and these two people should receive it." Have it
But
notarized. And so she's got some ammunition to fight against Lisa with.
exactly. I mean, but he won't even do that. Why won't he do that?
Yeah, it
You
costs
know?
nothing. He literally can take it and have it filled out. I mean, shit, I'm sure that somebody would even write it up for him and just send it to him, have it notarized, signed, and just emailed and sent to Lynette and Crook. What's that going to cost him? Absolutely nothing.
Mm-mm. Hey, Coop,
Hey,
Al, sent something in Discord.
okay, I'll go look at it here in a minute.
Okay.
Oh, Bradley, I'm sorry, Mr. Coop, but happy birthday, Tammy J. All these birthday wishes
I
that
know.
everybody's sending her, I think she deserves the birthday song.
Let's give her one.
Happy birthday, Tammy. This one's for you, girly girl.
Happy birthday to you. You're older.
Woo.
Woo-hoo. You might
You might
need more
need more
candles than your
than
cake
your
can
cake
handle.
can handle.
Let's say happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday to you,
you.
Jay. Oh my goodness, I love them. All right, I'll go check and see what Al sent me and see what's going on there.
Right, Tammy? He can't never give a straight answer. Yeah, he's talks in circles, you know? It just seems like that. And I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I really don't. And he's he's a pot stirrer, you know? And Al, prayers for your wife. I hope everything is going well for you, sir. Oh, wow. It just blows my mind. Oh, it does. Oh, where's Yamaha? I didn't see him sneak in.
Oh, he sent me a file on something. I'll have to read that later. Oh, this is the file that they were talking about on Tugs last night.
Oh,
Somebody sent Tug or sent Megan a super chat referring to a case about something to do with TikTok. Somebody suing somebody. Anyway, it basically said that this file could be used by Jeremy in some way. I haven't read it. I saw it on Megan's last night, but I haven't read. I didn't even read it. But a lot of people are talking about it, so I might pull that up tomorrow.
okay.
We might look at that tomorrow. I want to look at it before I dive into it. But they say it has something that could possibly help Jeremy.
Okay.
10 million. Oh, it's a $10 million verdict over
Oh,
defamation.
wow.
Wow, that's something else. TikTok psychic. Okay.
Oh, I remember that case. That is a good one to look at because, oh, it is a good case to look at. It is to
Okay.
read. Yeah.
Well, we might have to just you and I, after we get off stream today or sometime this week, maybe we'll sit down and talk about this. We might do a stream on this,
Okay.
the whole thing, and see
Yeah.
see where it goes. What you think?
I think that's good because that's a good case because that one's been going around for a little bit, and some of the responses are like, "Oh, okay," you don't expect it, so it's pretty good. It's interesting.
Yeah, we'll look into it. I don't want to steal anybody's thunder out there, but but we'll look into it. I'll hit Tug and Megan up probably over it and see what they think.
Yeah.
Uh, 'Cause like I said, I don't like to step on anybody's toes with that, and it wasn't sent to me. Well, it was sent to me, but it was sent to them on their show last night. So I really, I don't know. Anyway, we'll talk about it.
Okay. Hey,
It
look
sounds
around.
interesting.
Oh, my
What
was a
happened?
little I was saying hi to look around and, "Oh, hey, buffed old man, didn't see you sneak in either."
Yeah, everybody that's popped in since we've been going for the past 40 minutes or so, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Do me a huge favor, guys and gals. Hit that thumbs up button. Teach old ScrewTube to send us out into the interwebs. We got to keep YouTube happy. So please hit the like button if you're in chat. It doesn't cost anything. It's absolutely free 99. All right. Kiko's in the house too. Good morning, Kiko. Oh, what do we got here? Susie, Mr. Coop, we have some folks here that might need to know how to set their YouTube account to receive gift memberships. Maybe gifted memberships. Maybe tomorrow we can go over a little bit. Phone instructions. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Susie, for the $10 super chat. That's something that we can think of. Me personally, I can't receive any memberships at all from anyone because I'm branded. But I guess there's a toggle you have to turn on, D.
Yeah, there is in your YouTube account, it says accept gifts, memberships. You have to make sure it's turned on. Now, if you have an Apple phone, you have to go to uh, the YouTube website on your computer. You can't turn it on the phone. You have to turn it on the website itself. You have to log into your YouTube account.
Oh, okay. Okay. See,
Yeah,
I don't know anything about that. I've never, like I said, I'm branded, so I can't. It doesn't do me any good.
right,
But I will look into it after the show and try and figure out a way. That way we can make sure everybody that's in the chat knows to have that toggled on so they can receive memberships on either our stream or other streams.
right,
Right
exactly.
on, right on. Oh, screenshot this. How much is he worth, Jack? Oh, they're talking about only me. I know he sold it, whatever the company that was. He sold it for a lot of money. So,
Yeah.
D, where were we at? I've been
Uh,
lost track now.
of all the cases that Jeremy is involved in and how he has remained so calm and is continuing to keep up with everything. Him and George are doing a wonderful job. Wonderful job.
Right,
Let's
right. They are.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I was in just one case, it would drive me bananas.
Oh, it would me too.
But
It
these idiots that are on YouTube whining about all of the stress and all of the sleepless nights because they're in a lawsuit, they need to put themselves in Jeremy and George's shoes.
Mhm.
Because I
It
mean, these folks are dealing with 7 courts, 7, 7, and there's a reason why they're in 7 courts because they've been done wrong. It's not because he's doing it because he wants to be in court. He's doing it trying to make them stop.
they just don't understand it, it's it seems like after when once you get pulled into a federal lawsuit, I think that would be the time to just stop. I wouldn't continue to keep doing it over and over and over again. That to me, you're just digging your hole deeper and wider because you won't stop.
Well, I was thinking about this third party stuff the other day. Where Lee says, I've never contacted Jeremy. No, you're doing the same shit to Jeremy that Lynette and Crook did. You know, Even though you're not directly contacting him, you're running the man's business in the dirt. You're affecting his businesses with your mouth. The same thing that John and Lynette were doing. Same thing. It's no different. The only difference is you're on YouTube. They weren't. They were
Right.
on Facebook running their pie holes. All right. But she's literally on YouTube where it's 10 times amplified over
Yes.
what those two chuckleheads were doing.
Yes.
And what she doesn't realize is when they talk about third party contact, think about it. You had Lynette and Crook running around all over Facebook trying to hurt his business and hurt him and his relationship. Well, when Lisa came on board, for the most part, Lynette has pretty much went silent. I mean, yeah, she still pops off every once in a while, but not like she used to. And see, a lot of these people, especially the ones in her Lisa's chat, they don't realize what Lynette and Crook were doing back then with her friends and neighbors group and all of the other places on Facebook where they were running Jeremy in the dirt. They don't look at that. They don't know about it, most of them.
Right. They don't. And so when you take on a project, wouldn't you want to investigate everything that happened prior to you taking on a project? Okay. Let's say it's a kitchen remodel. You want to know what the previous contractor did before you jump in there because you don't know what they did and you may have to fix something. Well, the same thing in a roundabout way holds true to this. Before you take on helping a person, don't you want to check and see what happened prior to you? How did this person come to be in this situation? What transpired prior? You would want to look that out. And if it's like something you don't want to touch, I wouldn't touch it either. I'd have backed away from LMNOP and the whole thing. I would have said, nope, not doing it. You're on your own, not doing it at all. But
Well,
she
now,
didn't. She proceeded to take it on because she felt that it would help her uh, bash Jeremy more, go
well, think
after
about
him
it.
more.
At the end of the day, it's not about Lynette and Crook.
Nope.
Not for Lisa.
Nope.
It's about payback for something. It's
Yes.
about hating Jeremy Hales. She could give two shits about Lisa or Lynette and Crook. She doesn't. She used them as the catalyst to launch her hate campaign.
Absolutely.
And in turn, where we were talking about third party. Well, if you notice, Lynette and Crook are pretty much silent when it comes to Facebook nowadays. I don't see them hardly anywhere. And if they do, it's just ever so often. Why? Because they've got Lisa to do it for them.
Mm-hmm.
They've got Lisa out here running her mouth every time she goes live. So why do they need to do it? There's your third party contact right there.
Absolutely.
They were literally sued in a court in Ohio for harassment and stalking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think Lisa's doing? She's harassing Jeremy using her platform to do it.
No, they don't. And William, you're right. They don't understand what third party contact is. I mean, it's laid out in black and white. And if you read it, apparently they're missing or skipping something. So, but it's right there in black and white what third party contact is. Megan and Tug have went over this numerous times of what it is.
Well, I think she knows. She's going to argue against it is what she's going to do. She wants her point to be topic of conversation. She wants all her people to believe what she's saying is true, even though she is flat out lying through her teeth. I do believe, unless she's just that stupid, but according to her, she's smart enough to take the bar tomorrow. So you would think she would understand what third party contact means.
Well, okay. I'll just let her run with that.
Well, what she doesn't understand is the fact that Jeremy has all of this stuff documented on why they were pulled together, what their goal is. And that's the part that the jury and the judge needs to see. And no one has seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Pickle Tink, come rolling in hot. What you got to say, girly girl? Every time Felicia takes a picture of Jeremy's truck, it's third-party contact. These people hate Jeremy more than third-party contact. Yeah, I agree with you, Pickle Tink.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a picture or video of Jeremy's truck driving on the road is one thing. But when you take it and you use it on the internet trying to prove a point of hatred towards the man, that's where it turns into your third party contact, I do believe. I could be wrong.
Well, hey, if you read the law specifically states what it entails. What does third party contact mean? And it's broken down. It's in English. It's there in black and white. So what part of it is not being understood? That's just
Right.
that's what I don't understand. If you're gonna put something out there and you're gonna read it, make sure you read everything, all bullet points, A, B, C, and D, or 1, 2, 3, and 4. You cannot omit 2 because it suits your needs, and you can't omit 4 if it suits your needs. It all has to be there. You have to put it out there in plain language.
Thank you so much, Tickle, our Pickle Tink. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And what you were
Thank
just
you, my
talking about
friend.
there, damn it, now I done lost train of thought again. It's no biggie. It'll come back to me. We were talking about what were we talking about? Third
Third
party
party
contact.
contact.
Okay, here's where my thought was going. She still doesn't even know the definition of defamation and how defamation works. Defamation, its key purpose of defamation is the party that you're going after has to know the truth and willingly tell a falsehood about that truth.
Right.
Okay. I believe 100% Lisa is a liar. Okay. I've caught her in so many lies. It's unbelievable. So that is not defamation. It might be language that she doesn't like hearing, but there's no defamation there. Nothing that I have ever said fits into defamation. So when she starts preaching, suing everybody, I say, sue. Open the floodgates and sue, and let's see how that works out for you.
Yeah,
Okay, I get caught up.
it won't end well.
No. And the sad part is 9 times out of 10, it'll either be dismissed or it'll be dropped or dismissed. Let's see, dismissed or they'll drop it. One of the two. And what does that do? That opens them back up for countersuits.
Yes.
That opens them up for sanctions and attorney's fees.
Yes.
So the golden nugget that they were looking at by bringing a fake lawsuit is going to wind up costing them down the road. So I say sue. If you can prove your fact, your defamation, what real defamation is, sue. And then I'm going to laugh at you when you do. All right.
Yeah, that's craziness.
Oh, Bad Fox, what you got to say? Okay, my laptop has been in the shop since like July. Is it still in the shop, Bad Fox? I hope they get her fixed.
Right?
See, that's one thing I'm scared to death of is we have Mama's computer, we have mine. I can easily use hers, but I don't want to because that's hers. I
Right.
have all of my stuff on mine and I know where everything's at. It's like going on vacation to your friend's house and you don't know where anything's at.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm scared to death to take my computer in and have them check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Bad Fox, he said just since July.
That's crazy.
That's last year. That's almost a year ago.
Yeah. Sticky's in.
Sticky widgets in the house.
It's raining men. Hallelujah.
Oh, Here and After's here too. Good morning,
Yeah.
Here and After. How you doing? Oh, Jen Thunder's been a member for 8 months of the Kooks. Well, congratulations and welcome, girl. Welcome. Buffed old man. Oh, he's talking to somebody. All right. So let's go check out these documentos. I'm not
Hey,
going to
St.
pull that up.
Patty's. Hey, Johnny D.
Oh, St. Patty's in the house. Hello.
Yeah.
My wife, what you got to say, is calling JH a stalker breaking the PO. Now, as far as language goes, maybe you could answer that question better
Okay.
than me.
Well, she's not naming him by name, but the implication is there. So I would not know if they would take that as breaking the PO, but the implication is there.
Oh, here's something that I did want to talk about yesterday, but you and I were having such a good time, it slipped my mind. It's like one of them roller coasters. You just, you're going on the roller coaster, you're going just fine, and boom, here comes that sharp curve, and you just keep going. So I overlooked it. I did want to talk about Travis a little bit today.
Okay.
And some of these idiots literally, putting out the claims of the PDF stuff.
Mm.
That is so ludicrous. I've preached this since I've been live streaming. I don't care who you are. If you're going to throw that PDF file and label people with that garbage, you better have proof. That is one of the things that just chaps my butt more than anything, is to see someone make those claims against someone with no proof, all because they think they're hurting. Because those accusations can literally destroy a person based off of no evidence whatsoever.
Yeah, that's something they should really think long and hard about before they start putting that out there, because that can come back and it really can slap them in the face.
See, I haven't heard the whole voicemail that was sent to Lena. Just the bits and pieces that you guys have heard and what Travis has talked about. But the insinuations that have been made towards Travis, in my opinion, are just appalling as hell.
Mhm.
I am just, I'm at a loss for words sometimes when it comes to the stuff with Travis and the way that they're trying to portray him. I mean, she has some balls. This is the same kind of behavior that got her in a restraining order in Ohio to begin with. And now she's doing the same thing over with a different target.
That's crazy. To make accusations as such, as you stated, you had better have evidence of it before you go throwing that word around and labeling people as such. It's not a good look for them.
Well, think about it. I don't know what a PDF file, if they were found guilty, would get in prison. I would say it would probably be a very, very long time. I do agree with the fact that if you make these false allegations, I think that you should be brought up on charges and you should face the same consequences as the accusations that you made. If the person was prosecuted as a PDF file, I think the false complaints made, you should get the same punishment as that PDF. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. So it
That would
just
stop a lot of this false, allegation shit to the sheriff's department or the police department.
yeah. That's mm, I can't. I just that
Well, it creates
really
a slippery slope because a lot of people are going to argue, well, what happens to the person that makes the claim that literally has the evidence, and okay, they're facing jail time if it pans out to be false. Well, if
mm,
you have proof, it's not going to be panned out to be false now, is it?
gotta have proof. Gotta
Right.
have proof.
But yeah, I can see where they would try and use that argument. It's just like I hate to touch on this subject, but the women that have been assaulted, okay, for years and years and years, a lot of women were scared to death to come forward because the ones before them weren't taken seriously.
Right.
And I would hate to see that same argument trying to be betrayed over the PDF file stuff when, say, for instance, law enforcement decided to go after, say, Lynette for accusing Travis of this nastiness. Okay. It's a crazy slope. It's a slippery slope.
It is, and it's something nobody really should be entertaining at this point,
Right.
and it has nothing to do with anybody. It is more geared towards just throwing jabs at people,
Right.
and just because, and they shouldn't be doing this.
No, I mean, just the accusations can ruin people. And
Yeah.
That seems to be her go-to. Anytime she has a falling out with somebody, that's her go-to. They've done some kind of harm to her or her child,
Yeah.
and yet she's still walking around out here over this stuff. She should have been locked up a long time ago. Oh, okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Okay.
Who do we got in the chat? JV, how you doing? She was planting. She's planting the seed. JV, Grandma Judy. Hello, Judy. How you doing? Yes, she was definitely planting the seed, most definitely. And that's what a lot of them do. They don't want to come out and make a direct accusation and call you a PDF file. Okay, but they want to word it to make it sound like that's what you're accusing them of. And we've heard from Levi's mom. Okay, Travis, he let her speak her truth over it. And the fact that poor woman had to even entertain the idea of listening to that voicemail should have never happened. But then again, look at the people that everybody's dealing with. You got these boneheads, Lynette and Crook, have no morals. They have no sense of worth at all. And all they want to do is cause problems for people when they don't get their way. Do people like other people talking poorly about them? No, they do not. Me, I don't give a shit. Talk bad about me all you want. Okay. It doesn't bother me one bit. But these people are children. They act like children. Jeremy told Lynette Crook, no. The smartest play for her would have been, okay, I understand. Okay. And still went to the barbecue with the turtles, and look where she might be today if she would have took a different road instead of the road she took.
It'd be totally different.
Right. Think about the legal money, the worthwhile money she could probably be making if she would have just told Jeremy, okay, I understand. And, I'll bring the turtles up and we'll get them set up. Because I'm pretty sure while they were there showing off the turtles, Jeremy probably wouldn't have cared if they would have handed out cards advertising the rescue. It's just the donations is not what she should have been asking people for.
Right.
And trying to push a YouTube channel. She shouldn't have tried doing that either.
No, she could have put it out on her channel, in the future, I may be doing something. You guys go subscribe to him if you're subscribed to me type deal, a little bit of give and take, but it was more of a demanding type situation where she had to have her donation box there.
Well, here's my idea about rescues. Every rescue that I've ever known of, their whole goal is for the animals. It's because they care about the animals. They're not there trying to launch a YouTube channel. They're not there trying to ask for donations. They're there for the animals. Well, we know that Lynette and Crook, they're using the animals to line their own pockets. That's a given. That's just my opinion. Okay. Just my opinion. But
a normal sanctuary of any type would go about it, appropriately and in the right way, instead of trying to latch on to somebody to grift from. And that's what she did, or she tried to do.
Well, see, I've been around a lot of the rescues, and I've never seen them flat out ask for donations. Not when they would come to an event. Okay, yeah. Now they ask for donations on their websites and they ask for them at their places, the brick and mortars where the animals are housed.
Right.
But when they go out into the public, they're going out trying to create awareness.
Right.
They're
Education.
Yeah. If you want to donate, that's fine, but they're not asking you for it. Most of them that I've seen.
Yeah.
And especially when it comes to Jeremy's meet and greet that he had, that was totally inappropriate. She was looking at two things: money and trying to promote her YouTube channel. That's not what she should have been looking at. She should have let it just unfold naturally.
Right.
she comes out, she brings the animals, everybody's oohing and gone over the animals. And then if they wanted to approach her, that's a whole different story. She's
Right.
not approaching them.
Right.
I hope that made sense.
Yeah, it does. But she went about it the wrong way, and she just was looking for her own clout, her own. She was looking out for herself, not trying to build a relationship. A normal person would try to build a relationship with another entrepreneur, and would have abided by their guidelines that they had set in place. But she didn't do it that way, and that was wrong of her.
Well, just step back and think about it for a minute. Just imagine where they would all be sitting today if that whole situation had been handled differently. If she would have said, "Okay, I understand, Jeremy. I'll bring the turtles and, we'll have a good time." Just imagine how much more prosperous she would probably be.
Right.
What you got to say, Susie? Let us not forget LP married a dude in prison, then quit her job so she could visit him more. Oh, I didn't know about that. This
I
story was published in her local newspaper. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I read that.
Is there a link to this or this story somewhere? Susie, I'll get a hold of you after the
Yeah.
stream is over. And I didn't know about that. If there's a copy of that somewhere, that would be interesting read. Yes, it would.
Mhm.
All right. Okay, D. I'm done preaching.
No, you're fine.
Here, you have at it for a second. I'm gonna just step right behind me and turn my fan on a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, Jack, she did chase after Jamie and Jeremy and Shara. Yeah, she did. And who else can, who else would say, no, I didn't? I mean, it's right there. Yeah. Here and after, you're right too. I mean, she did grift for everything she has. If she would have gotten a job, I don't care if it's a part-time job. The part-time job could have helped, but she didn't. And she feels that everybody owes her a living. Nobody owes her anything. All of us have had to work our whole life for what we have, and nothing was ever handed to me. Nothing was handed to you, I'm quite sure. So that's just crazy.
What
That's just
Susie got to say? LP gave an interview to that newspaper. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Susie. Oh, by the way, I forgot while I was.
Thank you, my
Thank you,
friend.
Susie. Now I had somebody ask something here. Where does it go? What is this? Well, oh, Angie, this is D spills the tea. Good to hear both you views on latest saga. Well, thank you, Angie, thank you. D's got some good views on it too. Now, let me tell you.
Yeah,
Are you
you and
still?
I talk a lot about this case, and it there's always something new that we may overlook, and then we hear about it somewhere else and like, "Oh yeah, that did happen. Oh yeah, that did happen." So, it's the more I read and the more I go back further, it's like, "Yep, I missed that too. That should have been, I should have said something about that." But it's all good.
All right. Well, hey, I like having you on here. Two different opinions are always fun. Yeah, they're saying that Rosalind and Megan and all of them have all of that information. Okay, okay. I might. I'll talk about it later off
Uh
stream, and I'll get the deets on that because I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Rickles says they're already on the documents. Those documents are already on the Discord server. So,
Okay. Well, in my server, only documents I know of are just the court cases and stuff. So I don't know about that one, Rickles. I'll ask around, or if you guys have it, just message it to me over on Discord, and I'll take a look at it. All right, let's get caught up again. They are
yeah,
all trying to destroy Travis for the simple reason that come back here. He is Jeremy's friend. That's it. Destroy the man because they don't like his friend. Insanity. Exactly, Nancy. Exactly. Guilt
yeah,
by association.
mhm, yeah.
I can understand them being upset if Travis was deliberately trying to mess with them.
But he's
He
not.
he's
He's
not.
not.
I mean, it's a joke for him. It's having fun. All right. He's trying to create something of his own on YouTube, and they're trying to drag him into the nonsense, and it's absolutely insane.
Yeah, he doesn't ever speak on it. He doesn't want that, you know? He's just doing his thing, whether it be at the racetrack or right there at Tubetown. It doesn't matter. Or it could be at the trading post. You know, he's just doing his own thing. He's not bothering anybody.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I know that John and Lynette supposedly had products in the trading posts. If it were me, they'd be Nicole, hey, come get your shit or it's going in the dumpster.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'd do.
Yeah. You know,
Because from
it's
what I
just
understand, that conversation, that message she left was pretty poor, pretty poor. It was
mhm.
pretty bad. So, uh, Lynette sticking her nose into a situation she knows nothing about. All she sees is Travis having fun with these kids when they're around, and they're trying to jump to a. I was talking about this the other day with somebody. I can't remember who it was, but you take for instance. I done lost it again. Go ahead, D. It'll come back to me.
Take for instance, well, she did put a lot of the Christmas gifts that she was given and put that up at the trading post, and some of it went to the flea market. So,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
there's where I was going with it. Think
Mhm.
of the mindset that an individual would have to have in order to jump straight into the PDF stuff or accusing people. I think somebody on Facebook put up a post. Uh, I think they accused them of grooming or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, when you don't have proof of any of this information, just think of how this person is, who this individual is that would just go and spread these falsehoods. Just think of the mindset that and who they are to the core. That's
Mm.
a pretty shitty person.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Michael, the stuff that LMNOP has at the trading post, is it listed on her bankruptcy? No, I doubt it. There's a lot
There
of
ain't
things.
there ain't
There's
nothing
nothing.
she's selling listed on her bankruptcy. Nothing.
Nothing. Nope. 0.
And
That is
as
the bare bones schedules. That's all it is, just bare bones.
that's going to come back to haunt her. I mean, they're only going to allow. Well, no. Remember yesterday, they actually want her to list everything for the shell thing too.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Exactly.
but I'm sorry, they're playing games, thinking that they're going to get out of all of this by saying, "Oh, that stuff that we sold, that's all for the turtles. That's all for the 501c3." There's only
Yeah.
going to be so much of that they're going to be allowed to get away with.
Yeah, not everything is gonna be for the turtle rescue, not everything. Some of it has to be hers. She just can't say, "Oh, I'm living off of nothing, but I'm collecting money for my 501c3."
Well, what
Okay.
about that 20-foot shed they've got filled to the gills?
Yeah,
Is that all turtle stuff?
right?
I mean, she claimed in a video that stuff in that shed was their stuff from when they packed up their home in Northport. They
Mhm.
needed somewhere to store it.
Yes.
Didn't say nothing about it being belonging to the turtles. None of that stuff's listed.
Nope, not at all. So, yeah, that the would you know, this just goes back to the whole the whole fundraising for this attorney that was supposed to represent her in the civil cases and the Florida cases. Then when everybody found out that attorney was a bankruptcy attorney, everybody was like, "Oh, no way. Why did you do this?" And it was all hyped up for them to get that 6K
Oh,
from
most
those people.
definitely.
It was hyped up. Oh, they're going to represent her in all the cases. No, this person did not represent her in all the cases. This person filed bankruptcy. So therefore, he's just the mouthpiece and she filled out the paperwork.
Yeah,
how does that help her in her federal cases?
right.
How is it doesn't. I mean,
You know,
it's making it look really, really bad.
I've got a burning question for them though. Uh, she didn't list any of these lawyer fees that she's
Nope.
gotten.
Nope.
So they're going to see, okay, she's paid a lawyer for she paid him $6,000 to represent her in bankruptcy. It ain't like she saved up for it.
Nope.
So there's going to be a paper trail of where
Mhm.
that money came.
Exactly.
And then you got the 6,000 lawyer in Ohio. It's
Uh-huh.
going to be the same thing. That
Yep.
was never listed either. Well, no, the 6,000 for her bankruptcy lawyer was listed, but the 6,000 for the Ohio lawyer wasn't.
Right. Right.
So I'm going to love to hear the explanation on that. So where are you getting all these funds? You don't work. You say you don't have money to feed yourselves, but yet you got a brand new fence, the Great Wall of Otter Creek. You've got Christmas for your kid that you didn't pay for. I got a
Uh,
feeling this is all going to come back to really haunt her down the road.
yes, it is. And it's she doesn't realize how much more damage this has caused her. And maybe she has to be listening to everybody. She has to be listening to everybody telling her, "Oh, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You're going to fare well." No, you're not. No, you're not. She's going to hang her head and realize that she was not only duped once, but she was duped twice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's all going to come out, I do believe. I think there are going to be a lot of people at the end of the day when it comes to bankruptcy, the only person that's going to be hurt by this will be her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ultimately, she will be the one hurt. But then again, if they find out Lisa's collected 100 and say $12,000, she might get her hands on that money for about 2.5 seconds.
If that.
Yeah, and then it goes straight to the creditors and the lawyers, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to watch all of this. All right, let's get to this document here. I keep
Okay.
forgetting about it. You ready to dive into some of this?
Sure.
All right, this one is Randes. I think I can switch between these two tabs. Let's see, share this page. Yes, I can switch, so I don't have to take them down. Oh, I guess I haven't. Okay, just give me a minute. I got to do a little customization here. You can talk to the chat while I'm doing that.
Okay. There, I saw this question. Where did it go? DR, if they go back 4 years, they are looking at 4 years of all her financials, everything that was, uh, placed, what she took in, where did it go, who'd she pay, what'd they pay her. Um, they can also ask her about the money that, she got for Stark and any other lawyers. I'm quite sure that will be, a question that will be asked because she didn't claim the money that she, uh, paid Silverman. He's not a creditor, but she owes him money. So they're gonna look at everything. So it's gonna be a microscope. Yeah, absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I think we got it set up pretty good. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of questions they're going to have answers for. And I don't think she's going to be able to just stick her head in the sand and say, I don't know. I
Mhm.
don't know. The haters have set up Lynette with bankruptcy. She will be lucky if she doesn't go to jail, Jerry says. I can't disagree with that.
Me neither. It's a possibility.
Oh, there's your question, D.
Even if Lisa says Tori kept the books, so had access to the money, tried to say I didn't give to LP, if she does that, where did Tori get the money to give LP? They will try anything. Now, from my understanding, what Tori did was write down the people's names, the amount, and where it was supposed to go. I do not believe that any money went to Tori.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think she had. I could be wrong on this, uh, but Lisa seems to me she's a very greedy individual. Okay, she might claim Tori as being her bestie, but at the end of the day, I don't think she trusts anybody to have their hands in her bank accounts in her back pocket.
Right.
So the money came to Lisa, and I guarantee the only one that has access to it will probably be Lisa and maybe Gabe. I
Maybe.
don't see any of the other people having access to those funds. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
So,
What you got to say, Pickle Tank? Lynette only hears what she wants to hear. Ultimately, it's her responsibility to get it right. Exactly. What do they keep? What do they always say? Stupidity is not an excuse for the law.
yeah, ignorance, it's no excuse for not knowing
A
what you're doing.
nemesis. Oh, she's talking to Bridget. It's active on the state site. Oh, you're talking about the 501c3.
Mhm.
The IRS still has it revoked. Okay, cool, cool. All right.
You got a
Well,
super chat.
oh, Jack Mills come rolling in. Felisa and Lynette are facing a financial colostomy of the 9th degree. Right, right. I don't think. Well, I don't think that Felisa can get in much trouble. But if she doesn't, if they say that she should have this amount of money and she can't produce it, then I think she can see some. What do you think, D? If the bankruptcy people find out that she literally owes this money to Lynette and Crook, and then she can't produce it, what do you think they can do? Can they issue an investigation with law enforcement?
Maybe, possibly, that would be something I'd have to look into and search out the answers to that question. But I wouldn't put it past them because if the money is there and it was not given for what it was, donated for or whatever she wants to call it, fundraised for, then they're gonna do a deep dive on her.
Wow.
So, because I mean that money is due to LMNOP.
Jack Miles, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, my brother. Much appreciated.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, I agree with you. Now, this is all our opinions, guys. We have no idea what's going to happen down the road. This is just us discussing what could possibly
Right.
happen.
I have not a clue what is in those investigators' minds. I don't know what they're looking for, only by what the subpoena states that they're looking for. So I don't know what goes on behind the scenes or in the office or on their cell phones or office phones.
Right. And as far as all of this goes, I don't know what's going to happen to Felisa. But at the end of the day, I think she's going to have to account for what she's done. And I think what she's done is she's collected money, and she's going to say it's not in somebody's name, but it is. She collected money in someone's name. It was either the child or Lynette. She can say it was for the barn till the cows come home. But at the end of the day, the barn belongs to Lynette and Crook. So she collected money for those individuals.
Let's not forget that Rickards stated in one of her live chats that the money was meant for the Preston family. So there's also that can be screenshotted and produced as evidence as well.
Oh, see,
So,
she's trying to hang on that fact that a lot of them said that they do not want Lynette and Crook to have the physical money, but it's to be spent on what it was sent for. Basically, that Felisa is the caretaker of it.
well, that right there is where I'm going back to the Whitakers.
Well, yeah. Well, it all boils down to the fact, okay, you don't want it to go to Lynette and Crook, so you either give it to Lynette and Crook or you give it back to the people who gave it to you. Because if you're washed your hands and you're not helping these people anymore, If you're not going to do anything for them, that's not your money to keep. You either send it back to the ones that donated it to you, or you give it to the ones that you're walking away from. That's my opinion on it.
So,
DR, what you got to say? Coop, D spills the tea, could be considered fraud, embezzlement, or at minimum, misappropriation of funds. Yep.
mm-hmm.
All right. I've lost all train of thought with this here motion we got up here. You just want to dive into it and see where it goes, or
Sure.
I think I'm going to scroll that back just a little bit. Yeah, so we got a little bit more up on the screen because, as you guys can see, this is document 169. It was filed on February 27th. We got 6 pages. This comes from Randy Shockett, the Rocket. Yeah, this is his motion asking for Lee's motion to be junked.
Absolutely. So you want me to start?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Plaintiff's response in opposition to request to take judicial notice, Doc 168. Plaintiffs, Elephant Shoe LLC, et al., by and through undersigned counsel hereby respectfully opposes defendant Lisa Lee's request to take judicial notice under Federal Rule of Evidence 201, Doc 168, and states, defendant Lisa Lee requests this court take judicial notice of a YouTube live stream broadcast by plaintiff on February 15th, 2026. The request should be denied on 2 independent grounds. First, defendant failed to comply with the mandatory conferral requirements of the Northern District of Florida local rules. And second, the request fails on the merits as the live stream content does not constitute a proper subject of judicial notice and is highly prejudicial.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got argument. 1, defendant failed to comply with mandatory conferral requirements. The request for judicial notice, come back here, glasses, constitutes a motion seeking affirmative relief from the circuit court, or circuit. As such, it is subject to the conferral requirements established by the local rule. Defendant's request seeks affirmative relief by asking the court to take judicial notice of specific factual material. You can continue there. I'm done.
You're done.
My glasses are just they're not where they need to be right now.
Okay. Of specific factual material and admit it into record for consideration. This plainly constitutes a request for a court order within the meaning of procedural rules. The request requires the court to make determinations regarding the propriety of judicial notice, the accuracy of the source, and whether the facts are subject to reasonable dispute. Unless a request for judicial notice qualifies as a motion that may properly be submitted ex parte or falls under another exception in Local Rule 7 1D, the moving party must confer with opposing counsel before filing the request and include the required certificate of conferral. Failure to comply with this requirement may result in the motion being denied or returned without consideration. Despite the clear requirement to confer with opposing counsel before filing such a motion, defendant's request contains no certificate of conferral other to say certificate of compliance with Local Rule 7.1. I certify this request contains 616 words, Lisa Lee, Doc 168, page 4. The request makes no mention of any attempt to confer with plaintiff's counsel regarding the propriety of the requested relief. This means that defendant's failure to comply with mandatory local rules provides an independent basis for denial of the request.
Now, D, haven't there been claims that some individuals are smart enough to take the bar exam tomorrow and pass it?
Yes.
Wouldn't this be something that's pretty much simple when it comes to the law stuff? This certificate wouldn't that be like 101
Yes.
Junior lawyer stuff.
Yeah. It seems like that a first-year law student would know this.
There you go. Oh, even pro se litigants must comply with applicable procedural rules, including local rule regarding conferral. The conferral requirements serves important purpose. It promotes efficiency by potentially resolving disputes without court intervention. Oh, see, that's one of the big problems that Belito was having. Was a lot of this stuff should have been worked out
Mhm.
between the lawyers and not taking up the court's time. So Randy's got a point here. Okay, I
Mhm.
done lost where I was at.
Okay. Potentially resolving disputes without court intervention.
Okay, potentially it demonstrates good faith efforts to narrow issues and it ensures opposing parties have notice and opportunity to be heard before the court expends resources on contested matters. Okay, this is a big part of the reason why Bolito is trying to get this dismissed, is because he's saying that there was too much bickering and not enough working things out, and they were just sending it all to him.
Mhm.
Am I right or wrong on that?
You're right. Now you have to remember though, who was the one slinging motion after motion after motion? Who was doing that? It wasn't Randy.
Nope.
So, and right there alone, you have to have conferral. Say, "Hey, I'm gonna present this to the court. I want to do this motion. Let's discuss." And that didn't happen.
You want this one?
Sure. The request fails on the merits. Even if the procedural deficiency were overlooked, the request fails on substantive grounds. Federal Rule of Evidence 201 permits judicial notice only of adjudicative facts that are not subject to reasonable dispute because they are either generally known within the territorial jurisdiction or can be accurately and readily determined from sources whose accuracy cannot reasonably be questioned.
Now, I was sitting here thinking about this. This is basically Randy throwing this back up in the judge's face,
Mhm.
saying, "Look, you're saying that we're not doing this, and here this person is literally not doing it. So, by your way of thinking, this needs to go bye bye."
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh,
The live stream video defendant seeks to have judicially noticed does not meet these standards. While the existence of the video at a particular web address might be subject to judicial notice, the content, meaning, and context of statements made during an hour-long live stream are not adjudicative facts suitable for judicial notice. The statements exerted by defendant required interpretation are subject to dispute regarding context and meaning and involve subjective characterizations rather than objective facts. In accordance with USCS Fed Rules EV R 403, even if the material were otherwise appropriate for judicial notice, the court retains discretion to exclude evidence where its probative value is substantially outweighed by the danger of unfair prejudice, confusion of issues, or waste of time. The proper vehicle for introducing such material, if relevant and admissible, would be through traditional evidentiary procedures that allow for authentication, foundation, context, and appropriate objections. Judicial notice is not a mechanism to bypass normal evidentiary requirements for prejudicial material. Defendant has not established that any specific fact contained in the live stream is not subject to reasonable dispute or that the video constitutes a source whose accuracy cannot reasonably be questioned within the meaning of Rule 201. The subjective nature of the statements, the need for context and interpretation, and the character of the material all counsel against granting the request.
Do you see that?
I see that. Thanks, buffed old man.
But yeah, this okay, for the guys in the chat that don't know what we're talking about here. This is Randy's response to Lisa's motion that she filed. Lisa filed a motion basing the whole motion off of a lot of transcripts from one of Jeremy's live streams. And Randy's arguing the point that you can't do that. You can't take it, you can't use it, basically. So,
Exactly.
yeah. So, you done there?
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Number 3, the request seeks improper use of judicial notice. Judicial notice in Rule 201 is limited to objective facts. It is not a substitute for evidence or a means to introduce disputed assertions. Yeah, assertions into the record. Requests. The request appears designed to place inflammatory statements before the court without subjecting them to normal evidentiary scrutiny. You can continue.
Wherefore, plaintiffs respectfully request that this court deny defendant Lisa Lee's request to take judicial notice, Doc 168, based on defendant's failure to comply with mandatory conferral requirements and on the substantive grounds that the requested material is not a proper subject of judicial notice under Federal Rule of Evidence 201.
Oh, Buffed Old Man says, on that note, I appreciate all you do bringing these documents to us. Oh, I wasn't disparaging what you said about D. I thought it was funny. I liked it.
It was funny.
D, I love having D on. I really do. Her and I seem to mesh really well together. I absolutely adore having her on. You and I talk about a lot of stuff. We make a lot of sense on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But
We
yeah,
do.
Buffed Old Man, I loved your comment, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything that Doreen puts out is like, wow, you know, she just lays it out there and it's amazing to read. I love reading her motions when she writes them.
Oh, the one that they filed the other day about removing Belethio, that probably has to be, and it's not the nature of the motion, it's the way it was written. That has to be probably one of my favorite things that I have read so far. Just
Mhm.
the ease of the way it was written. You know, it's written to where people like myself can understand exactly where they're coming from. There wasn't a lot of case law that we don't understand thrown in it. You know, it
Mhm.
was so well written, in my opinion. I can't say that enough.
Yeah, she does excellent work. Excellent work.
But in case anybody was wondering, oh, where'd that go? Come on back up here. I was
You're over,
supposed to switch pages.
you're over there
Uh,
pushing buttons.
yeah, I thought I thought if I closed that one, it would just take us straight to this one. But this is the one that Lisa filed. This is document, 168. It was filed on the 26th. Boy, Randy got to filing the quick on this one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He was on it.
And this is one of 6 pages, but this motion has exhibits in it.
Yes.
So even though it's only 6 pages, there are 64 pages tied up in this thing. I don't think you guys can see that, but right up here at the top,
Yeah,
right
I see
there,
that. I can
yeah,
see that. Yeah.
there are 64 pages to this whole motion.
Yeah.
Request to take judicial notice under federal, and this is where she's preaching the law,
Mhm.
giving her the right to file this the way she wants to file it. Here, we can start off. Well, no, this is just describing the rule, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just stating what 201, Federal Rule 201 states.
And she's filed this under, I mean, he said it 201. Where was it? Evidence 201. How is this evidence? Evidence of what? Last I checked, in America, everybody has the right to free speech.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't using any fighting words. He was literally saying, hey, you think Fed 2's over? It ain't.
No, not by a long shot.
I didn't want to even mess with this because it's got so much, it's just a bunch of garbage. And
Mm-hmm.
Randy proved that with the motion he
Yeah,
filed.
see here, she's taking snippets. She's clipping parts of the transaction. And if you look how much is missing between 1 and 2. You go from 9 minutes to 37 minutes. There's a
Right.
lot of in between. So if you're going to put something out there, put the whole thing out there. You're cherry picking.
Right. And then you go from 37 to 50 or 50.
Yeah.
Now don't get me wrong, guys in the chat. These are snippets that she's taken out trying to inflame the court.
Mm-hmm.
But she's taken all the context behind all of this out because she's only taken parts of the conversation. Now you get down to, where is it? You get down here to all the exhibits. This is where those 64 pages come in. This is the entire transcript
Right.
without the context taken out of it. So I don't know
Yeah.
what she was thinking, but I don't think it was smart because a
Mm-mm.
lot of this stuff, let's get back up here where we were at. This is where we were at. What, does it have it up here too?
Okay, just from me reading just that portion, it what she's done is she's cherry picked out of his live stream where she feels it is inflammatory to her. She's not putting the whole thing right there. So if you're going to present anything, she shouldn't have included all the extras,
Right.
if that makes sense. But she definitely did cherry pick in the beginning. And when the transcript was added, now they're going to have to go. I mean, if let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if they were to really take notice of this, they would have to go in and take, okay, what did she put up here from 30 minutes and 33 seconds to 50 minutes and 55 seconds? They need to go and read what was omitted. So they have to read the whole transcript. And that's time and that's money on the court. So,
Right.
that's wrong.
Right. Well, right here, scope. This rule governs judicial notice of the adjudicated facts only. No, it doesn't. Not a legislative fact. Kinds of facts that may be what judicially noticed.
Mm-hmm.
The court may Jesus criminy, I can't read today. I can't read any day. The court may judicially notice a fact that is not subject to the reasonable dispute. But like Randy said, she's like we see right here, she's cherry picking.
Mm-hmm. So then they would have to say, okay, what happened between 9:33 and 37:23? What does this really mean? Where is this going? So then they would have to go back into the transcript and then they would have to read the whole thing. And
Well, see, like you said, she's cherry picking right here with these few things. All right.
she's trying to get somebody's attention.
Right. Instead of just showing the whole transcript, she's just picking out things that she doesn't like,
Mm-hmm.
trying to influence the judge.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying, here's the whole thing that you can read and you can see for yourself. Now, if she would have listed the whole transcript and then maybe pulled this out and stuck it at the bottom, maybe it would have been a different story.
Right.
But
still,
putting this right in the beginning.
Yep. Like I said, she's trying to influence the court. She's trying to pull them more towards poor me, poor us, poor all of us defendants.
And let's see, what did he say here? And I will share this very, very clearly. Fed 2 is just the beginning. It was always just the beginning of the master plan. Weren't they the ones talking about master plans not too long ago? That everybody has their strategies when it comes to court dealings.
Yeah,
Uh,
remember she said that, she's not gonna show everything, but she has all the evidence? Hmm,
she
so
ain't got
is
shit.
how is this her evidence?
Yeah, she ain't got shit. These freaks and fools and fraudsters and felons now will have me in their lives the rest of their pathetic lives. Fed 2 was just the beginning. It was never, ever anticipated for the end. Okay. What explain to me what he said that is wrong? What law has he broken?
None.
I don't understand. Okay, these are his opinions. These are his facts. See, that's what they don't realize is you take, for instance, uh, those guys. Now I lost it again. Jesus Christ. Oh, go ahead. You can have at it for a few minutes.
Okay,
It'll come back to me.
okay. So, taking this and putting it here, that is like they're trying to, say, "This is what I want you to look at," and then providing everything else as an afterthought, I bet. I would say, the rest of the transcript. So is this all that there is that she felt that was, inflammatory? Is this
Yeah.
all of it? I mean, if this is just it, then to me, this is nothing. I mean, come on. I mean, really. I mean, how about if we put a transcript of Jeremy and George up against a transcript of hers?
What I don't understand is she wants to throw his transcripts from what he says on one of his live streams.
Mhm.
Does she not realize if the judge does not dismiss this and he accepts this, all right, that opens the gate for Jeremy and Randy to bring in all of her transcripts
Mhm.
where her
Exactly.
whole entire channel has been dedicated since August of 2024 to nothing but hating and trying to ruin his business.
Right.
Does that make sense? Am I right or wrong about that?
No, you're right. You're right. So
I mean, this is one of the things that I think that made her that she did that I think was stupid because it's like, okay, you want to show my shit? Well, let's just show the courts yours.
right.
And she doesn't realize every night that she goes live and she preaches hatred towards Jeremy Hales, that's just more evidence proving his point.
Mhm.
That's
Exactly.
one of the things that floor me, D, is the fact that she doubles down every single time she goes live. And I don't understand it. This isn't because I don't like her or I like her. This is it's just common sense. Why are you you're being sued for trying to ruin a man's business and his reputation, and you continuously do it on a nightly basis when you go live. I don't understand that.
I don't either. It's, I guess you could say really digging your heels on something. Do all of them actually think that they're going to get out of this or win this, or do they all believe that it's going to go away? This isn't going to go away. There's
No.
so much damage that's been done.
I mean,
Financial damage.
exactly. According to Jeremy, it's in the millions of what they've damaged his business of.
Hmm.
You know, I'm not his accountant. I don't know. I'm only going off of what Jeremy has said. Okay. But if you've been following Jeremy as long as, well, she says she was a mod for him. So that means she followed him for years. She
Hmm.
knows he makes it no bones. He doesn't hide anything. She knows that she's interfering with his business.
Hmm. Yes. So
Wow.
it's
It's
just,
incredible.
it is.
I'm I don't know. I guess I'm one of those people. I look at things as common sense or stupidity.
Right.
And when I bump up my head against people that are stupid, it messes with me. I don't understand. I can't comprehend ignorance sometimes. And this level of stupidity that they are showing by literally giving Jeremy more evidence every single time they go live is
Hmm.
crazy. I
It
can't
is.
fathom it. I can't understand it.
So, and and she, by not doing the conferral, does she really messed up there. So, but
Because you scroll on down here where it starts getting into everything. See,
hmm
she omitted a lot of that stuff, but then
yeah,
she down here where she shows the whole transcripts where it's not omitted, it literally lays out everything, the reason why he's suing these people.
hmm
It's
yeah.
crazy. Anyway, I'm done with that. I don't even want to. I get tongue tied when I try and figure out stupidity. It's hard for me sometimes. I'm sorry if I brought the mood down.
No, you
Didn't mean
didn't.
to.
No.
Uh,
Yeah, Tug does have all of her transcripts with everything. Yeah.
I've got a lot of them.
hmm
Not as many as Tug. Not as many as Tug. Most of the time, I used to just listen. When stuff was coming up, people would say, "Hey, you need to go listen." So I'd go listen and I'd write notes. But then I started figuring out easier ways to get my points across.
Yeah.
And although I don't read transcripts on the show, I do have a lot of transcripts, and some of the tools that Tug has told the public that he uses are amazing tools. Microsoft Word is absolutely amazing, Tug. It cuts through all of the garbage. If you want to know if she talks about Randy, you can literally search how many times does she say Randy, and it will
hmm
that skips over all the bullshit. You can go straight to the paragraphs that she's talking about Randy or Tug or Jay Hip.
hmm
By the way, she calling him drain drip. What is up with that?
I don't know. I really don't. That's just I don't know. Maybe that's how she thinks he sounds. I think he sounds like Jay.
I don't understand. She comes up with some of the funkiest nicknames. All
Right?
right, where did that go?
I
That
saw
was here,
something from, Elfie the little one too.
right here.
Yeah, right there. The context of, What the Hell's live stream is attached to outside events. So a single transcript is by its nature prejudicial and therefore improper. Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
But then again, she is smart enough to be a lawyer. All right.
Mhm. Okay.
we just got to not forget that. She's smarter than the rest of us. Okay.
So basically she is smarter than the average bear.
Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of I don't know. It's just I get tongue tied trying to figure these people out a lot of times. I just don't think that you can figure people out like this.
Mm,
It's crazy.
it's really
Anywho,
hard. So that just it's crazy.
all right, guys and gals, let's not forget we are grifting for Tammy J's birthday. All right. So if you want to, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's entirely up to you. Me personally, I guarantee you, if you send birthday money for Tammy J, she ain't getting shit. I don't usually do that stuff, but Susie,
She started it.
Susie did it. All
Uh,
right. So you guys don't forget when you're on with Tug and Megan and you're listening to Shizzy or Jay, don't forget it's Tammy J's birthday grift today. So you guys will be more than welcome to grift away with all of them.
right.
Tug, Megan, send them super chats all you want for Tammy's birthday. Grift for countdown clock for 6th hearing. Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah. hmm
So
That's
that's
what.
Ohio.
Yes, that's this Friday, right?
Ah,
Yes,
oh,
yes, Friday. Hey, Venom.
hey, girly girl. Oh, by the way, you better stay next to that phone, girl. I'll be hollering at you later today. Anyway, what I was going to get at is yes, the 6th, March
Mhm.
6th, that's this Friday, right?
Yes.
Jeremy has court in Ohio. The only thing that is kind of a bummer is we have no dockets We have
Right.
no documents, which is understandable because it is a domestic violence situation where a lot of
Yes.
that stuff is kept private. So we're going to have to rely on Jeremy and what Jeremy says. So keep your ears out. You know, I'm pretty sure he'll probably put up a short or he'll do a members only. You guys make sure when that pops up on your feed, go check it out, show him some love, listen to what he has to say. Because trust me, he's literally going to be sitting in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I will believe him before I will believe Lisa that's sitting on her fat ass in Florida doing nothing. So, uh,
What if, I'm curious if they're going to let her Zoom from her residence, or are they going to uh, have her go to Levy County Courthouse with bailiffs in the room watching to make sure nobody else is on that Zoom call, because everybody knows what happened last time.
now who are you speaking of, Lynette or?
LMNOP for the Ohio hearing.
Oh, Bradley says, Coop, don't blame Susie, blame me. Happy birthday, Tammy J. Okay. We'll blame you, Bradley. But thank you so much for the $5 super chat. And I think Susie just hit me up with something a minute ago, and I didn't even tell her thank you. Thank you so much, Susie, for the $2 super chat, girly girl. Much appreciated. Guys, you guys blow me away every single day. I love each and every one of you for showing up every day and listening to me dribble. D being on here makes me sound like I'm not as foolish as I usually am. But
Uh,
yeah, I really appreciate you coming on with me, D.
I enjoy it all the time. I'm more than happy to. So anytime.
I
But
mean,
yeah, but isn't that a question? Like, are they going to allow her to Zoom from her camper for the Ohio hearing, or are they going to say we need a more secure location to make sure nothing, can happen?
well, a lot of these guys, a lot of people have brought this up in the court, that, hey, she's unruly, she's uncontrollable. This is supposed to be witnesses are supposed to be separated at all times. It's been proven fact that John is always in the camper when she's going through her testimony. She's always in the camper whenever he's going through his testimony. Uh, I personally would love to see them make them go to Levy County Courthouse.
I would too, just to make sure, just
Oh, Johnny D, come back here. God dang it, come here. Coop, my birthday is the 5th. You can grift for that. Oh, so we'll grift on you for Thursday. Okay, Johnny?
yeah,
Yeah, we'll grift your birthday for Thursday. Oh, hereinafter. By the way, hereinafter, I was meaning to read your comment a while ago. I had it up on the board and I forgot all about it. I'm so sorry. Great stream, Mr. Coop and D. Thanks for the great information. You are most welcome hereinafter.
yeah,
I'm glad you're here. You make my day along with many, many more of you, all of you, because if it weren't for their talking in the chat, it's just like you and I talking, but I've got like hundreds of them that we can talk
right,
to all at once.
right.
I love it. I love it. Anyway, D, give them your spiel. I think we're going to head on out of here shortly.
Okay, guys. I had to get new editing software, so my project is on hold until my editing software comes in. But there's other things I can do in the meantime till that comes in. So be on the lookout for it, and there might be even a little something extra happening this month.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
to
I was
wait.
just fixing to go
Yeah,
there.
have
I'm
something
not
a
going
little.
to.
I have a little something extra coming this month, so it
Yeah.
will probably surprise a lot of people.
Yes. I was fixing to go there without saying it. But apparently that's not too far away.
No,
Not
it's
too
just
far
around
away.
it's around the corner.
So
Mhm.
you guys have to keep your ears. We're not going to get into detail, and especially
Mhm.
not me, because it doesn't have anything to do with me. But D will have some good stuff coming out very shortly that I think a lot of you guys are going to be interested in hearing.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, you guys know I'm on Monday through Friday from 11:30 Eastern Standard Time to around 1. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with D and I. It's been a pleasure as always. Uh,
Yes.
thank you everybody for Tammy J's birthday money. It's much appreciated, and all the gifted memberships. And with that being said, my friends, y'all have a badass day the rest of your day. And old Coop's gonna say, "Coop out."
Ta-ta for now.
Ta ta for now. Rub it.